Hello and welcome back to Zul'Farrak with You've Just Been Stevied and Bobtheheals. This is part 2 of 3. Right now we are drinking and rebuffing after the 10 minutes of the last part. For any of you that are subscribed, which is probably the same 5 that it was 2 months ago, sorry that it hasn't been any videos. I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody cares, but sorry anyways. I'll try to get part 3 of this up today as well. So in this part, we are going from where we just were to all the way up to the Executioner, I believe, who is sort of a mini-boss who doesn't drop any loot. This room is full of the non-elite scarabs that I was talking about, and you can pull them a lot just for experience. And then there's this little mini boss who doesn't drop loot either, but you need him for a quest, I believe. Back here is a boss, the first boss. If you go this way, he is a sort of basilisk hunter kind of guy, I guess. When you pull him, which you pull him when you step over like a little threshold outside his cave, he summons, I believe, 8 non-elite basilisks from behind you, and then once he gets to a certain amount of health, he summons another not another non-elite, but he summons a elite basilisk, and then at a certain amount of health lower than that, he summons another elite basilisk, and when he dies, he summons 2 more elite basilisks. Here he glitched or something and started to run back into his cave, which was very weird. As you can see, the first elite basilisk has spawned, and the second has spawned, and there's the last 2. I think he dropped a club and a sword, but I can't see because the video quality on my playback thing I use for recording Windows Movie Maker is pretty bad. But he does drop a sword, which is one of 2 swords that drop here that when you combine them are transformed into like a 2-handed sword, which is pretty good.
Of range.
In this next room, there is a witch doctor boss in the little alcove to the north, not to the north, to, if you are looking the way I am looking, straight ahead and a little to the right. He is friendly until you get into his little room, and then he is attackable, and he has a chest next to him, but he drops loot as well. Usually, I think it's usually just the green, but he summons zombies and skeletons, and those graves in the main room, when you click on them, they summon elite zombies, and you can completely bypass them. I think there might be a quest to kill a certain amount of the zombies, but you can completely bypass them unless you just want to get a lot of them and AoE them down for experience. I think that's what we might have done this time. I'm not sure though. For anybody who's wondering as to how far we are in progression by now, we are level 65, and we are in Outland, obviously, doing dungeons out there. My recorder wasn't working for a while, so for the first couple of dungeons out there, which includes Hellfire Ramparts, the Blood Furnace, probably the Slave Pens, not so much the Underbog, but those first three, we will be a little bit of a high level for those dungeons because my recorder wasn't working at the time that we went through those originally, so that's why it seems very easy. They are pretty easy, even just if you are level for them, but they're easier when you're 4 levels too high. I might have said this already. I don't think I did, but it's been a long time since I last put a video up, so I can't remember if I said it then or not. I will not be doing a Blackrock Depths video unless a lot of people want it, because it's kind of a pain. And once you reach level 59, you cannot randomly queue for old world dungeons anymore. So I might go back and do like a power level, like kind of like Hobbs, if you've ever seen him, that kind of pool and such through Dire Maul and those, because Dire Maul, Strathholm, Shalomance, and other ones such as that, because we didn't get a chance to do them. So if you want to see that, I guess put it in the comments and I'll try to do that. Well, it is getting to the end of the video, so until next time in part 3, see you. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.
Goodbye.